phenomenal, man. I remember when I read Drew Brees' story, read his book, and your story is a testament to a lot of young men, man. It teaches about diligence, fortitude, resilience, and perseverance. And every time, I watch you or hear your name, those attributes come to my mind. Plus, I'm awfully biased towards you. I brag on you a lot because you're in Ron Eagle. So, but your story, man, is so powerful, man. And I'm just, once again, man, it is just an honor and a privilege for you to take the time out to come on our show and for me to meet you, man. And I hope one day that I can physically get a chance to meet you, and give you a hug myself, man, because we are so proud of you, man. And much success. And I'm going to let my camaraderie BB ask you some questions because he wants to ask some questions too. So thank you so much, man, for taking time out of your busy schedule to grace us with your presence, brother. And much, much success. And know that we're always praying for you, man, always.
And, man, thank you so much.
Okay, BB?
Hey, Delvin, first off, just like everybody else said, it's a real privilege and honor to be able to talk to you tonight. And I told my girlfriend I'd say this. My girlfriend actually had a message for you. When I told her today, I was like, hey, I'm talking to Delvin Breaux. She started freaking out and was like, oh, my gosh, you're her favorite player. So she just wanted to say she loves you, and she really hopes you get back on the field soon. But my first question is, your rookie season, you came in with Rob Ryan, and then Dennis Allen gets moved into the DC spot. How much has the culture changed on the defensive side of the ball since Dennis Allen came in and became the DC?
The culture has changed. I wouldn't say tremendous, but it has changed a lot. He's giving us the more mental aspect of the game. He's teaching us the game, rather as, okay, I need you to run this play, do this play, do that play. He's actually started from basic 101 of football. So that's something that, has helped us out so far. But not just the mental part, but the respect he likes to have in the building, man. Guys respecting each other, man, respecting coaches, just respecting each other, man, and that's how you form unity, and that's how you form a brotherhood. So that's something that we've really installed this year with Dennis Allen, man, and I think it's pretty cool.
You just talked about the unity of the team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. My next question is, how has your role changed since we've seen a couple of moves in the offseason? You're now almost like the veteran to that young defensive back core. What are you able to share with these young guys to make a difference on the team?
Not as much, man. I'm like I said, I was a seasoned rookie, as they call it. But I just take the knowledge I've learned from veteran defensive backs, man. We had Brandon Brown in there and Keenan Lewis in there. We had old guys come in, Jabari Greer, just older veteran guys, man, that has taught me and, just the little things about being one of the best DBs in the league. And I just teach those young guys each and every day, man, hey, it's much more mental than it is physical. So if you get the mental part of it, then everything else gonna fall in line because your ability is what what you worked hard for. So I just teach the guys, man, don't be afraid of the game. Just go out there and play. Have fun, man. That's the most important thing. Just having fun and just enjoying it. Let's make plays and let's get this city rocking, man. Because that's what we need, So those young guys look up to me, man. And like I said, if they have any questions, man, they always can come ask me, and I give them my best answer.
Awesome. And lastly, a little bit back to your story and overcoming injury and everything. A lot of people know about the story, but not a lot of people know how much of a role your wife played in getting you back on the football field and pushing you to be able to go and reach the successes that you have. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, man. It was tough times and rough times in college, man. And when you get 3 or 4 doctors tell you no, you can't do something you really love to do, man. That's hard. You can't do this. You ain't gonna be able to play. You ain't gonna pass physicals. You're not gonna do this, man. And it put it added a toll on me, man. It was bringing me down, and all I can do was, man, I ain't gonna never play again. That's something I told myself, and I always regret that you know, that action that I said. You know, I don't like saying I'm never gonna do something, because you know, you pray to God, man, and you work hard for it, man. And like I said, my wife, man, she played a big part in that, cause she kept me going, man. You know, she was like, hey, it's time to go work out now. You know, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, you got workouts today, huh? You know, and she always pushed me to where it's like, okay, man, you know, I have somebody that's actually that wants me to continue to keep chasing my dream, the want to be the best. So, you know, I thought that was pretty cool, man. So I had to keep her.
That's right. A man that finds a wife finds a good thing, Delvin. That's right, brother.
That's right.
Of course.
Really good. And your wife, Casey, I understand she's a football player herself.
Yeah, she's a baller, man. She's a real baller. I was very surprised about the way she, you know, how she played and flag football and everything. I was like, okay, our kids might be something. Our kids might be working with something.
Hey, do you have like the inkling sometimes? Oh, man, I wish I could just tell them to run this play.
Hey, man, look.
Hey, I want to ask Delvin a question too. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Delvin. I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
I wanted to ask you, in terms of the CFL, when you was playing up there, how much playing in the Canadian Football League assisted you in your transition? Because, man, you made it. I mean, when I'm telling you, watching you last year, you made an adjustment and a quick transition very successfully, very in rapid succession into the NFL. How well did the CFL and playing up there help you in making your transition so quickly and easily into the NFL, whereas there are other people that come from the Canadian Football League and they're not as successful, or they don't have success as quickly as you did in transitioning to the NFL?
You know, like I said, man, it's all mental, bro. It was all mental for me, man, because, you know, in the CFL, you can actually, at the time, you can jam receivers all the way down the field. You can hold them up and, you know, until the ball is in the air. So when I took that and came down here to the NFL and I started doing it and I started, you know, getting flagged, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what am I not doing right? And, you know, I was watching film and, you know, my coach like, okay, just one more second. I know the Canadian Football League, but this ain't Canada no more, man. You got to get right. So, I go to practice, man, and I put on some mitts and, you know, I walk, you know, put my hands behind my back and I cover our receivers, man, just so it can, you know, allow me and help me to not put my teammates in a hole on every down because the refs are looking. So, but the CFL has helped me tremendously, man. It helps me to stay patient. It helps me to stay square at the line of scrimmage because when you have guys in the Canadian Football League running, getting a head start at you, man, you have to stay square and you have to stay patient.
Right.
So that helped me down here with the NFL. So, and plus, man, when you got a guy running 10 yards at you, man, that's pretty fast. And then when you get guys that are stationary, that's like, okay, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna get off the ball? Like, you ready? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of slowed down the game for me as far as the speed of the game. So throughout those weeks, man, I consistently kept working on getting the penalties down, just moving with my feet, staying square, being patient, and it paid off.
That's interesting. That it slowed the game down for you, and I can see where that transition kind of helped you out there. Let's talk to Remy. Remy, quick question for Delvin.
Sure, man. Delvin, man, as everyone else said, I want to express, you know, how proud I am of you. I'm from your crosstown rival, your 7-ward rival. I'm a Purple Knight.
Boo.
Okay, but you know how that. But you see how we laugh about it, man. That rivalry, though it's been going on for so long. There's a lot of love involved in it. You know, these guys, Kyle and Derek, are big friends of mine since before high school and are still great friends of mine now. So, you know, because of that, I'm really, really proud of what you've accomplished, man, especially after all you had to go through. So congratulations on that. But I'm the trash talker of the group, man. That's how I got involved in this program. I am the trash talker. I love to go online and talk trash to people who are fans of other teams. One of my favorite fan bases to talk trash to is the Atlanta Falcons. And when they came into our dome last year, being 5-0, they were talking a lot about a jerk that plays for them named Julio Jones. And I love what you did to Julio. You shut that dude down. So all I want to know is tell me, how did it feel to shut Julio Jones down? Talk trash, brother.
Yeah, I'm not really a trash talker, but you know,
I know you're not, man. I could tell you're a humble young man. You're not like I am. But
yeah, I did a pretty good job, man. It felt humbling, man. You know, just the fact that I was even able to guard Julio Jones, man. You know, he's like a top 2 or 3 receiver in the league, man, and just to be in front of him, man, covering him, man, it was like a dream come true for me. So the fact that I did a great job of keeping him out the end zone, keeping him limited, I thought it was pretty good, man.
You have no idea how much mileage I got out of your game in the trash talking arena to let these Falcons fans know that a guy who didn't even play college ball, a rookie who didn't even play college ball, shut their number 1 receiver down. I got a lot of mileage out of that, man. And for that alone, I love you.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I just doing my job, bro. Just doing my job, man. That's it.
Yeah, well, you did an awesome job, man. I think all last year you didn't have
unbelievable job.
Yeah, I think all last year you didn't give up more than 60 yards to a receiver on average.
It was something like that. We were keeping track of it. I mean, it was phenomenal. I thought you should have went me, Delvin. I told Kyle I was getting ready to write a book because you should have gone to the Pro Bowl. No ands, no ifs about it. You should have been an All-Pro or definitely on the Pro Bowl team. So I was a little pissed behind that with the NFL and the fellas. There's no need to make somebody be penalized because it's their first year.
Yeah, it was kind of tough because when you have losing records and your team aren't doing so well, and plus when you have the worst defense in the league, man, a lot of people overlook the talent that some of the guys do on the team. So, man, it was just a rough year for us as a whole. And by the way, I ain't give up no 10 touchdowns, so I don't know who came up with that stat line.
No, you didn't give up no 10 touchdowns. No, that's totally wrong. I don't know who came up with that story either.
So all that played in the fact of not being able to make it. So it's okay,
Probably
man.
Falcons fan put that out there.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I just had to throw that out there, too.
Yeah. Some dirty birds probably put it out there, so don't worry about that. Let's go to Coach Rick Gailey from the coach's office. Welcome, Coach. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, other than this technology kicking my butt all over the place. But what's new, right?
Yeah.
And Delvin, I come at this from a little bit different angle. I'm so happy that you're with us tonight. I coached for 34 years. I coached Corey Webster in high school, as a matter of fact. And now after I'm retired and in the media, I've joined this crew and so happy. And I want to reiterate what everybody else is saying. We also have a television program, Prep Recruiting Insider, and our audio guy is a McDonough 35 graduate, Adam Bryant, and what a great job he does for us. Yeah. And WHNO. He says he knows you, okay? So you're going to have to verify.
Man, I know Adam. Yeah, that's my guy, man. Went to high school with him. That's my guy.
He's a wonderful young man and extraordinarily competent. And the questions that you've had so far are great about how you've had to keep up your hope and how your wife had such an influence on it, because it's so difficult when you're competing at a world-class level and you're out there by yourself trying to work up to that world-class level. And it's hard for you to talk about yourself so much, but what kind of intestinal fortitude must you have to be able to do so much and so many days you're just out there by yourself doing it? And you've talked about your wife and many influences, but talk about your faith and how your inner strength kept you working when everybody else, in effect, was telling you to stop.
Man, I had to sit myself down one day, man, I set myself down and, you know, I just asked God, man, I say, could you just show me the signs if football is meant for me again? You know, just show me some signs, man. And, you know,